How to build a surfboard rack. The tools you will need for this are a drop saw or hand saw, a drill, a 2.5 and a 4.5mm drill bit, a 22mm spade bit, an angle measure, a tape measure, a pencil, a Stanley knife, spray adhesive, and your downloadable manual found on our website. The materials you will need are 5 timber lengths measuring 2.4 meters, 2 broomsticks measuring at 1.3 meters in length and 22 millimeters in diameter, a roll of expansion foam, a 2.25 meter foam tube, 24 65mm screws, and 12 35mm screws. To start, take 2 broomsticks and cut in total 6 pieces to 440mm in length. Ensure to start at the flat end, so that way the rounded edge ends up getting cut off and becomes scrap. Next, take 3 of the 5 planks of 2.4 meter wood and cut them to 1800mm in length. These planks will end up being how wide your rack is. From here on, we will refer to these pieces as your width. With the offcuts of that wood, cut 2 of them to a length of 590mm. The third piece will just end up being scrap wood. These 2 pieces will be your base. Take the other 2 2.4 meter planks and cut them down to 1500mm with each cut on a 20-degree angle. Make sure your angles are running in the same direction, so ultimately you're measuring long to short at 1500mm. These pieces will be referred to as your upright. Finally, with the offcuts of your upright lengths, cut it down to 700mm. This will be cut at a 35-degree angle, and these angles will point toward each other and ultimately make up a trapezoid shape. The long end will be 700mm and the shorter side 600mm. This will make your support piece. As the final prepping stage into one of the width pieces, measure the first hole at 40mm from the end of the plank. From thereafter, measure 320mm between each hole. Before we drill, we want to ensure that we have found the exact center point. With the plank being 70mm wide, make a mark at 35mm. Once this is done, drill at each mark with the 22mm spade bit. Drill until the tip of the spade bit hits the ground. The bit should not go all the way through the plank. Once all 6 holes are drilled, the 6 dowels should fit snugly inside the holes. To secure them, pre-drill with the 2.5mm drill bit and secure with the 35mm screws. Drill from both the top and the bottom of the plank into each dowel. Lay out the structural supports. Take the upright piece and line it up with the base piece. Next, take the support piece and place it on top. Start by drilling the support into the upright and the base using the 4.5mm drill bit and the 65mm screws. Use 2 screws at each point. Once that is secure, stand the structure up to make it easy to drill in at an angle. Pre-drill and make sure you get through both pieces of wood, and then use just one 65mm screw to secure it. Do the same thing for the other side, but ensure your support piece is on the opposite side from the one you just completed. They should mirror each other, as opposed to being exactly identical. Now that both structural supports are complete, the next step is to secure on the 2 width pieces. Place one width piece at the front of the support structure. Just like your previous joints, use your 4.5mm drill bit and the 65mm screws to secure them. Drill in the second plank 70mm behind the first plank. This little gap leaves space to wedge your tail into and make your boards more secure. Once both are secured on one side, secure the pieces to the other structure support. The final step is to secure the top width piece. Make sure the dowels are facing towards the direction that you just drilled in the bottom width planks. If you have a person with you, you can have them hold up the other side while you drill. If you don't have someone there to help, you can just lean the rack over. Again, pre-drilling with the 4.5mm drill bit and 65mm screws. Use 2 screws for each side. Finally, cut the foam tube into 6 pieces at 420mm each and slide one over each dowel. Then cut 2 strips of the expansion foam to 1800mm in length. Use spray adhesive onto the foam and the wood and place the foam on both bottom width pieces. Once this is done, you're ready to add your boards on. Hope you found this tutorial easy to follow along. Leave your comments below and share with us how your version of the rack turned out. Catch you next time, guys.